So, hello everyone. I understand that I am standing between you and the rest of your day, which is no doubt busy, but my name is Carmel Shachar. I'm the Executive Director of the Petrie-Flom Center for Health Law Policy, Biotechnology, and Bioethics. I say that to indicate how broad our mandate is. If you've enjoyed this event, I highly suggest that you check out our website. You can Google us to find it, and sign up for our newsletter so you can get a sense of all of the events we have. Last year we had 10 conferences in one semester. This semester won't be as busy, but it will be busy. I was asked to give some concluding thoughts, and this issue is near and dear to my heart because although I work in health policy, my mother is a professor who teaches mass communications. So issues around trustworthiness and how do you engage an audience and how do you craft a message have been always flying around my house. I think the term Brave New World is too often overused, but that seemed to be a theme that recurred here time and time again, that we're facing challenges with new business models and new voices that seem to take on a mantle of authority even when they shouldn't. And how do we sort through that as consumers who need to be able to understand the news to understand if there is an outbreak going on or what sort of health issues are facing us, but also as people who are stakeholders in the healthcare system, in the media space, to correctly highlight the information that is trustworthy and should be relied on. I hope this has given you some food for thought. It is part of Outbreak Week, which our colleagues at the Harvard Global Health Institute have done an amazing job of pulling together. The event tomorrow is going to be on vaccines, which I think has a lot of overlap. Certainly we started talking about it time and time again today. So I hope you will join us there. Before I let you go, I would like to turn this over to my colleague, Setti, who is the Executive Director of the Shorenstein Center, as well as an amazing person. Setti, I followed your most recent campaign very closely, so it's nice to meet you in person.
So nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing? I will be very brief. As I listened to the panel discussion, the one that just happened, it took me back to 2014 during the Ebola outbreak. I was the mayor of Newton at that time. And there was a possibility that someone from Newton had the Ebola virus. And we were contacted by the CDC, and we had some really serious decisions to make in informing the public. So we immediately pulled together our team and started gathering the facts. I was very lucky. The head of public health for Newton happened to be a doctor and expert around infectious diseases. I didn't plan it that way. But we worked through what the facts were. And I remember the Newton Tab had an editor and 2 reporters at the time, and we were preparing to sit down with the Newton Tab, our local newspaper. And we were also preparing to sit down with Globe West. There was a reporter from the Boston Globe that covered Newton, to make sure that the public had sound information within a 24-hour cycle. Needless to say, the individual did not turn out to have Ebola, and we did not have to go through a series of actions to inform the public in a vigorous way. But I want to fast forward to January 1st of this year when I walked out of the mayor's office. Currently, the Newton Tab went from 2 reporters and an editor and a publisher to 1 reporter covering multiple communities. Globe West does not exist. They have reporters that report in regionally. And you have a proliferation of social media, Twitter, Facebook, that really existed but did not penetrate the public the way it does today. If we had had that scenario today that I described to you, I can tell you right now, there's no way that we would have been able to get sound information out to people. There would have been misinformation put out by people intentionally or unintentionally, and the public would have made decisions not based on fact through journalism, but through rumor and innuendo and all the rest. That's why I think this discussion today is so important, and we've got to continue it. Now I'm on the other side of the table here, being at the Shorenstein Center, Executive Director, where we are concentrating. The reason why I joined the Shorenstein Center, I understand this. We are concentrating on giving journalists, newsrooms the tools to discern what is misinformation, disinformation, or not, and the facts. That's one of the things I know you heard from Cameron and Heidi and Ashka a little earlier today, and Jim. And we also have to make sure we're building new models, business models for journalism, so that we have journalists on the ground. I described Newton with one reporter, not just covering Newton, but multiple cities and towns. This is happening all over the state of Massachusetts. I saw it in the last year. It's happening all over the country. So what can we do? We can collaborate, work together, cross-pollinate, and make sure that this conversation continues. We have the best ideas to protect the public, protect facts, so that we can make good, sound decisions in all of our communities. Thank you so much. It's great to be here with all of you. I hope you had a great day today. Thank you.
That was awesome.